Oh, I already know our Patreon submission. I already know. Read number 9. Briefly, you guys, so we're going to do a really fun episode because you guys are loving our new way of doing anonymous submissions because, I mean, we didn't even do our intro yet, so this is fine. You guys have been posting in the form, the anonymous submission form, and I just read 2 sentences from number 9. What do you mean?
Wait, what?
What do you mean?
Okay.
So, yeah, that's going to be the one on Patreon. Yeah, red flags have fully entered the chat. Best believe. Because what? You're not allowed to what? Okay. Anyway, so
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, get well soon, family.
And happy Sunday.
This is your host, Tyler Kidd.
And your co-host, Angelina Mesa.
And whether you're... Actually, I'm so sick of saying that. You need to follow us on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and all the above. It's always linked for you guys. And then we're also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora. There's a bunch of them. And it's just always linked in our bio. Boom.
Period. Just to let you know, your sleep schedule isn't going the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna start holding you accountable.
I just can't sleep. Like, I don't know. I do not know.
No. I don't think you can't sleep because when you crash, you sleep. And you'll just fall asleep.
I have too many thoughts. It honestly is. I just have too many thoughts, and I have to do them right then and there. So last night, I did my manifestation board. Made little photo strips. I cleaned all my PR boxes. I cleaned my PR room. I cleaned the bathroom. I cleaned the kitchen. I cleaned my room.
Like, why is it if I was your family, I would literally come out of my room and be like, shut the fuck up.
My mom sometimes will text me and be like, you're being loud, but I mean, she knows. I don't know. Like, when I crash or like when I actually do allow I guess I don't allow myself to sleep then. Because I was just about to say, when I do allow myself to sleep, like, knocked.
Yeah, you don't.
But yeah, we're back with another episode. You guys might be looking at us and you're like, what is going on? Like, you're in pajamas. And we are.
And Snooki and JWoww vibes.
And because you have the white in your hair.
Yeah.
Snooki and JWoww vibes. Snooki got abducted by aliens. Did you see that? You gotta watch it. I believe her. She was just on Puss. Hey, pussies. What's his name? Jake Sean.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name though.
Jake Sean, I think, or whatever. Yeah. He did one of his newest episodes with Snooki, and she talks about the story, and like she has a hole in her neck from it, and like you have to watch it. It actually makes sense. I think she was touched by one.
Okay, guys.
Fun fact, if you didn't know.
I do want to hit on something very sensitive, just because I think we should talk about it. The school shootings. I just think.
Oh man.
I don't want to talk about it. I just want to say something a little.
Yeah, that's fine.
So by the time this episode comes out, it'll be a few weeks afterwards. But
I guess a week.
A week, okay. Like a week or two after this tragic incident happened. But I feel like we should just touch on it a little. So there was a huge tragedy in Georgia.
I want to say that I didn't read about it because I was telling Ange sometimes I can't do things like that, like when kids are involved. But so I don't know. I know there was a school shooting and that people died.
Yeah.
And I know that it was like younger ages. And there was a girl. And it was crazy. It's crazy to me that we're at a place in like our generation and like digital area where we watched a girl tell the story.
Like her personal story.
And it happened yesterday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Not yesterday.
Not yesterday, it was Wednesday.
Yeah. I think Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday.
And then there was a video on Thursday, and it was like not like a get ready with me, but it was like a chit chat. Like she sat it, she told the story time.
Yeah.
And I was like, how crazy is that? That like, boom,
Yeah.
it's not even that you go to the news or whatever. You're like hearing it from this girl that was like locked in the bathroom and stuff like that. I mean, my heart obviously goes out to all the family. I can't imagine, like.
I can't
even say it. Like, I could not imagine.
Yeah.
Could not imagine, could not fathom. I told you I would probably, like, go to jail myself. I wish people, I don't understand, but I do understand. Like, it's people who go into things like schools and businesses or whatever and shoot a bunch of people, they are sick in the head. There's nothing well about you. You're not nobody in their right mind goes into a place and does that to people, especially kids. So, like, it's never validated, but, like, kids is crazy. Like, that's whatever. So, I understand that part, but I still don't the whys. And, like, why? And it's here. Like, it's so bad here.
So bad. And I think that's what's so sad, because, well, first, I want to also say I'm so sorry to all the families that have lost loved ones. If you're injured, I'm so sorry. I literally have been praying every night for you guys since this happened. But I seriously don't understand why in the United States this is such like a high percentage compared to every other
We have
country.
I don't want to lean in like that. I was like, I was telling Angelina yesterday, I was like, yeah, we have an average of one mass shooting a day. And I like went and looked it up to make sure, because I was like, I definitely saw that somewhere, but I don't know if it's like factual. Oh, I was wrong. There's actually 2 on average mass shootings a day in the U.S., which is, I think a mass shooting is when it's 2 or more people or 3 or more people. It's considered a mass shooting when like there's multiples. It doesn't have to be like 20, but and it's just crazy. And I also saw that girl that posted that TikTok. There was Columbine survivors commenting on it. And it's like, how sad is that from then to now, it hasn't changed?
Not at all.
And I promise you, whoever goes in and does something like that, I'm coming for your mom. I'm coming for your dad, your grandparents, your uncles, your cousins, your siblings, whatever. Because how there was a percentage of like shooters, like mass shooters who plan it ahead of time, and like I read it when I was looking at your thing. It was basically saying that
the
most
kid that did it made a threat.
Yes, I was reading that most of the people who do the shootings show like obvious signs way before, and it's always premeditated. It's never like somebody crashed into their car and they were like, whatever, boom, 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 boom. Like, no, it's always like thought out, planned, how to get in, what I'm gonna do, yada yada, and there's signs shown. Like the one, his parents got. That was the first time it really happened. A couple months ago, his parents got booked because they hit it. Oh my God, it was like, this one I actually did look into because his parents were getting booked. And I was like, that's an interesting take, because it doesn't happen that often that they hold the parents accountable. Because you know how we feel about childhood development. So he had been writing in his journals that his mom had seen. So they had read his diary days prior.
Oh, hell no.
Wait, real quick. I just want to put this in here. This episode, we are going to be reading all of your anonymous submissions that have been submitted. We're giving no brand. The people watching probably like, Jesus Christ, what is this episode about? But this is good because get well soon.
Yeah.
Deeper below. Deep below. I just want to say, though, that we are going to be reading all of your anonymous submissions and getting into that after this conversation. Wait, I think he actually he might have just got his sentencing 8 hours ago.
The kid yesterday? Or from Wednesday's shooting?
Holy shit, they charged the father of Wednesday's shooting.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I did see that
He was charged.
I was going to say something.
They even gave him the 2nd-degree murder. Yep, 5 hours ago, the Washington Post, in historic case, father of 14-year-old my tongue tie, whatever. 14-year-old school shooting, suspect charged with murder. So that isn't what I was talking about. I was talking about the Michigan school shooter from April 9th.
Oh, it was
Ethan Crumley's, they were
yes.
both sentenced to 10 years in jail.
10 years,
because
yeah.
they kind of like, I guess it's considered like aid and abetting in
Yeah.
a way. Slightly take that with a grain of salt. I like that they're charging parents now, because how did you read that and think nothing was wrong? I'm talking about the Michigan one. I didn't
Yeah.
read anything. I don't know why his father's getting
I
charged.
saw something late last night after
Like his
work.
father, like,
yeah,
rents up-
and I was
or they
gonna
leave the
look
guns.
into it.
They have the
They
guns in
don't,
the house.
yeah, and they don't lock them up.
Wait,
That's
I'm cleaning
crazy.
it.
That is crazy to me.
He was charged from Wednesday. Why is the Washington Post asking me for 99 cents to read the article? As if I can't see what I need right at the top. He was charged with involuntary manslaughter and second-degree murder and cruelty to children. So I'm assuming he gets the charges that his sons get. Did they kill him?
No,
The shooter?
I don't think so.
I hate when the shooter dies in the shooting.
Me too.
Like,
I think
bring that ass right to jail, because let them find out you hurt kids in jail.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
You're
they're coming for you.
You're done. You shot teachers, moms,
Yeah.
women. You need to go to prison. I want you to go there. I want them to. And this is okay. So that it always sounds crazy to me when I start to get to that level, because you know me, I am a very like understanding
Yeah.
type of person. It's crazy because like whenever YouTube shuffles, it always hops back to police videos because I've watched them so much. So last night, it was them arresting school shooters. Also put in perspective how many there were for it to be on dash cam YouTube videos. But after a lot of them get arrested, after the kid that, oh my God, I don't know what, it's sad that you get the schools and stuff confused. But it's one of the ones that like headlined.
Florida. Was it the Florida one?
No, I just know he had like really shaggy hair to here and like glasses.
I have no
He
idea.
was hysterically sobbing, like, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I would do that. And they were like, is it real? Is it whatever? And then like, they had to put him on suicide watch because he was trying to kill himself. And I was like, so like, why though? Like, we all get depressed. We all get whatever. And unfortunately, like, as much as I say there's room to heal and there's room to grow and like become better people, whatever, the moment you decide to walk into a school and shoot up children who are there learning an education, growing up with the childhood, the moment you do that, there's really not much else. There's not, because at the end of the day, that's a wrong you cannot right.
No.
And so, like, for me, it's like, it goes against everything I believe, because I always think that up until someone dies, they can be, like, even the shooters, let's say, they go to jail, whatever, and they spend the rest, because they need life in jail, first of all. Don't ever let
A school shooter walk out ever again.
With a parole on good behavior,
Yeah.
whatever. Somebody who goes in and like kills kids and like kills people in Walmarts and clubs and stuff like that. No, you need to be in jail for the rest of your life. And if you can become a better person in jail, good. But at the end of the day, your life comes down to the simple fact of you thought that you could take people's lives and that was up to you, when that's not up to you at all. Like, who gave you the right to decide how and when you take someone's life?
Yeah.
Blows my mind. I want to read real quick, though, why he was charged. Yep, he let his son possess the weapon.
Which I think is crazy. As someone, as a mom themselves, and being in a world that we live in, eventually I would like to carry, and I would never, in the right state, never have my guns locked up for the safety of my children. And God forbid someone gets into my house and trying to find a gun, like things
Sorry,
like that.
it's my phone. They're done. They charged them with 8 counts. Ugh, I don't want to read. Never mind. That was about to tell me about everyone that died. I can't do that. I don't want to look at them. Do not show me their faces. Because that will literally just sit in my mind for days, and I will drive myself crazy, because like, what were you thinking? How did you feel? Did it hurt? Were you scared? Like, that's the type of things, and I literally will start crying right now.
That was me yesterday.
Nope, I refuse to let myself. But he allowed his son to possess. So this is actually apparently to this AP News, this is only the second case in America where parents have been charged in correlation to their children's actions. The first was the Michigan parents. So that's kind of important that case in Michigan is now allowing other court systems to go, you know what? You let him have that gun and possess a gun, because how old was the shooter? 14. Oh, he was a student there?
He was a student.
I always wonder if they were picked on kids. Because I feel like no, it doesn't justify it, but that's what usually the motive is that picked. And I think though too that if that is the case, I think though it's kind of like 50-50. There's people who like I don't feel like we're always hearing like they were picked on, it gets brought up or whatever. But the thought of someone doing that because they're picked on, I would hope that would make families and parents want to teach their children how to be nice, like twice as much. Do you know what I mean? Like, so
that's not even the world we live in anymore. I'm sorry to but I feel like kids are so much more brutal nowadays.
But they shouldn't be. Like, if you raise your kid right, they're not. Like, to the end of the day, everybody has free will. Like, you could raise a kid phenomenally, and they could turn out to be, like...
Well, it's because of phones. People hide behind
all the phones and stuff. But if you, like, raise your children on the simple fact of treat everybody with kindness, be nice, don't take bullshit from anybody, because that's where you have to create
draw
that kind of... like, a little
boundaries,
bit of skin for your kid. Like, don't let nobody, whatever. But, like... For me, like, Elijah's just a sweetheart angel baby. I don't have to say it to him, but I would, like, do not bully kids. Do not pick on kids, because God forbid somebody gets picked on to an extent that they now think, I'm going to go into a school and kill my classmates because they do this or whatever. Like, you don't want to be the kid that it's intended for. Like, when you ever seen, like, some of them, a couple of them, they'll write the names out of the kids that they want, their, like, classmates they want to go kill, and then they go and kill that list of classmates. Like, there's nothing you can really do to prevent something like that as a parent, as a sibling, whatever, other than you either homeschool, or you just have to say, like, you have to have, like, hope that won't happen at the school that your child goes to. So if the only thing you could do is tell your kid what to do if it happens, and just be nice to people, like, just be nice, whatever, there's really no preventive steps you can take to prevent something. And that's the scary part, is like you're at work, you're at the house, you're grocery shirt.
No, I think there is. I think should be securities out front of school, 100%.
Oh, every school needs security, and like, not just one officer for a massive school. Like, I don't think that I need. Here's another thing though too, is like, you ever hear where, like, they talk about armed security guards? That also is scary, because then what if the guard then has a shitty day and decides he actually has the easiest access to all of you? Because,
well, it's to an extent. I feel like personally I would want, like,
can we get what tasers, like strong tasers that far like, and that they, like, literally, like, go paralyzed.
Well, all officers have to carry a gun. Like, that's, I mean, I'm pretty sure my school officer did, but there was only one of them.
Having, like, a police officer.
Yeah, like a police, not a damn security guard, like a security guard at the mall.
I guess it's been so long since I was in school, I forgot. Yeah. There's a full police officer.
But there's only one police officer that was in my school.
Yeah, we only had one.
Which I think is ridiculous. I think there should be, like, you should have one entrance to the school, or two entrances, depending how big you are.
Well, how they have, like, ours, like, had, like, the teacher rooms, like, whatever. You should have a little one, whatever, on each floor, and I think you should have a police officer just in each floor.
Yeah.
But if they're sitting there all day,
but also think about it.
Great. Amen.
When you're walking, I don't know how it was for you, but walking into school for me,
I think we walked through metal detectors.
You could walk in wherever you want. Like, if you're running...
Oh, yeah, we came through the side door, we came through the front door, we came through the back, everywhere.
Like, I get leaving school. Anyone can leave wherever they can. But I think coming into a school,
nowadays, you have to... everybody should be coming in. How did he get into the school on Wednesday? I really didn't look into it, but...
I don't know. I didn't...
Oh, well, if he was a student, he probably just walked right in.
Exactly. I think there should be metal detectors at...
Are you in residence of Delran?
No.
Well, I'm going to mention this because it's Delran. It's a general area. Somebody was freaking out because and I think it's Delran. If it's not Delran, God bless, don't forget Delran residents. But I'm pretty sure it was Delran. There's a new rule where you're not allowed to bring, like, you're not using a book bag in between classes. And this parent was like freaking out, like now my kid has to carry all the books from class to class. And I was like,
That's what we did.
wait, I literally had to sit there. I'm like, is that not what I did? Like, did I not go to my locker every whatever? Or you grabbed what you needed for like the next 3 classes and you walked around with whatever? And you're complaining. And she was like, I just don't understand. How do you not understand why that's a rule? It's so that your kid can't have something hidden in their backpack that's going to hurt my kid.
Yeah.
No, tell your kid, muscle up.
Yeah.
You better carry that science book. 'Cause I remember the science books used to be
heavy.
The science and the history books would be like thick as fuck. But like I just was like dumbfounded. And there's people in there that were like, I guess if you can use a clear bag, maybe that might be like the only exception. And I'm like, so then get a clear bag if it's not important or whatever.
There's a whole bunch of them now.
It's just like any of that stuff. But
I also think there's a huge thing going around about having cell phones in the classroom. And
I just got to eat. So I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Keep going.
But the cell phones in the classroom, parents are having, if they shouldn't. I think personally, because I know how like my little siblings are actually just my one little brother, I know how he is. I think there should be like a basket in each classroom where the teacher, so God forbid if something did happen like that, the teacher is able to carry that, like have it close by them at all times and carry that basket with them wherever they have to hide, and then hand out the phone to the student, you know?
So I have a real simple solution about this. So it's so simple, it's insane. It's actually insane. You send a consent form home with all your students, like either with the homeroom by classroom. I would do it by classroom, like every classroom that comes in, that says that the teacher has the right at any given moment to take the cell phone away from the student for the following reasons. Because one, nowadays they use like the MacBooks and stuff like that, or not MacBooks but Chromebooks stuff like that. 2, in case of emergencies, because you want your kid to whatever. But also I think you shouldn't right off the bat take everybody's phones, because you kind of want to build that trust that you're going to be like giving kids the opportunity to be responsible, to be respectable, not just immediately going like, you're all not going to listen to me. Do you know what I mean? You sign the consent form for all your students. If your parents don't sign the consent form, your phone does not come in the classroom. And
that's a good one.
And then you all can have whenever we use projects, if it's, because I remember sometimes at the end of class, if we weren't doing anything, they'd be like, okay, you guys can pull out your phones. So like anything like that, in case of emergency, you're texting or whatever, all right, bring me your phone. I put it in the thing at the end of the class. Here's your phone. Take it back. It's the next class's problem. Boom. I swear, that's why when people are arguing, I want to bring it up because they just sent out an email for
whatever.
Anybody who knows me knows where the fuck I live, so my address is literally on the internet. So at students are not permitted to have their cell phones or any electronic devices at any time during operating school hours, including the restrooms and outside or on the playground. Any use of cell phones is restricted. If students need to contact parents, they are permitted to utilize the main office cell phones as necessary. No. I also agree. But I know that my brother's cell phone's right in that book bag in his class, so like that's fine. Go grab that phone right now. Well, I'm not gonna even play that situation in my head, but additional disciplinary measures to electronic communication and recording devices violations are listed in the Code of Student Conduct. Thank you for yours, whatever.
But why I was brought up the cell phone thing,
they can be in the book bag though and turned off, but
I don't think turned off. I think on Do Not Disturb.
Well, I think also if you're thinking about like a bunch of little kids and like their little Elijah's thing is it's one of like the Korean or Asian guys that's always in like a lot of silly movies, and it's like, hello, like I'm doing it like the accent, but you know when they do it funny, like the Asian guys, like it's like that, and it's like pick up your phone, and I'm like, it screams it, and I'm like, Elijah, why is that your ringtone? He goes, it makes me laugh when my friends call me. But yeah, no. At first, when you were about to say like something really sensitive, I thought you were about to like be silly about something. Like I just want to talk about something, and then like because I wasn't expecting that, because we're free balling today. We do not have.
I was gonna bring it up.
No, that's important.
Whatever way.
It is important to talk about that. I just be nice to people, because like when it comes to things like that, as unfortunate as it is, you can do things. You could do your gun regulations. You could whatever. But there's the black market. There's so many things that are happening alongside that that really don't give. It's a Band-Aid solution. Like,
Listen,
you
I
could
don't
say
think
guns
that-
are banned in America. So,
That's not
so
gonna
what
help.
you think? That's what I'm saying. Though you think that if somebody really wants a gun, they cannot go and get that gun from somebody. I think there needs to be other conversations, other figuring something out, because something's not
Schools
working
just
here.
need security. Bottom line, there's kids getting harmed. That's all I think.
But I agree. Security could definitely be better. Having, and also at this point, like, our schools physically have things built into them that, do you know what I mean?
Like a shelter room.
Like, just like at this point, it's such a problem here in America. You have to figure out something you can do that does something. Like, you should have there needs to be a conversation of why people do that. I also really do think that, like, okay, they're spending the rest of their life in prison. Can you make them like a study case? Like, can you really like figure out what about a person makes that switch happen? Like, what about, because maybe there is, I don't think there's anything you really do to prevent it, but maybe there is something that's a common so there's a common denominator somewhere.
The United States.
So there's a common denominator somewhere because it is a sick pattern.
Wonder what it is. I could say a few things right now, but that just gets.
And it also is it has a lot to do too with like childhood development. If you're raising your kid in an angry household, a hateful household where like you're beating your kid, you're beating your wife, or whatever's going on, and this kid is getting raised to be an angry, hateful individual, at the age of 14, he goes into your room that you and gets a gun that you let him have, and goes, and kills her, and goes and shoots people. Because you don't do that when you're happy. You don't do that when you're healthy. You don't do that.
I think it also comes down to our corrupt health system. Not our health, I guess. Yeah.
Well, because health isn't just physical. It's mental, physical, everything. What we eat, how we
eat. I think
there's a
how
lot.
we're raised. Not even how we're raised. Like the way society is. Like we shouldn't be sitting at a desk 9 to 5 days a week. We should be moving, interacting with people.
Oh, like how in schools in other country, they can like, their 2-year-olds can hopscotch. I'm seeing that in like China or something. Not 2, but it was like 3.
Yeah.
3-year-olds can hopscotch and like play the games, and they're doing like quizzes. And, like, yes, I agree. It's underlying problems. Like our systems, our school systems, our health systems, it's shot out here.
It is. And
like we're protected here more than in other countries, sure. But it's also a guessing game here. You never know. You never fucking know what's going to happen to you. So, yeah, I do. I always, anytime, even like when that lady got shot for taking a boiling water off of her stove. Like that. And that's why I always say, like, that was the police situation. It's not that all cops are bad. There was something wrong with the one. I don't really know what happened with the other one. They just seemed like a follower, but that's still, then you really shouldn't be a cop. But there's something else underlying wrong with that officer. That's not like just everything. All systems. I always say like a reset.
Reset. I wish there was a reset button.
We'll like I said this in another episode, and I was like, shh, don't let the government hear me. We'll raise an army, and we'll just clean up the world, like
clean
the
up
U.S.
The U.S. I really think we need to start with us
Yeah.
before we go. I think honestly, this podcast might end up in like Italy if
It did.
more.
Oh well,
I mean, like our studio, because I might gotta move somewhere over there.
Oh, I will go to the Netherlands. That place is. I will go to the Netherlands. I have not stopped talking about the safety there. It's insane.
Yeah, I might go.
Yeah, I just
go over somewhere over there.
like dip out because like
I'm terrified to
there's
send
like
my daughter
every
to
country
school
makes
now.
fun of us.
Yeah.
Because, well, like, not makes fun of us, but, like, belittles, condescending, whatever you like to say. Even though I did hear the UK is getting really bad, and Paris is getting really bad.
Yeah, Paris was always,
like, robberies and knives.
Yeah.
It's knives, though. It's not gun. To be honest, I'd rather you come at me with a knife than a gun. Like, give me a shot. And also, why, like, you don't know how to use your hands? Okay, that person pissed you off. Go up and punch them. Like, what do you mean? I'm gonna go shoot them. Like, just say you can't fight. Just say you can't fight.
Wait, also, did you see that video? I'm sorry, we're talking about like guns now.
It's fine.
But did you hear this guy in Philly? He was literally riding his bike, and 4 guys jumped out of the car and shot him until he was like literally like, and you could hear in the video footage like.
I'm convinced you Philly men can't fight because you guys are always just over there shooting. Like, just say your short king energy head ass.
Yeah,
can't fight.
And also,
if you
the
can't
smashing of the windows and stuff. My uncle's windows got smashed.
I was gonna say I can't even drive my car to Philly because they want my rims so bad.
Yeah.
Go get your own fucking rims, bitch, and don't steal mine. And don't put my car on goddamn milk cartons, milk crates.
Wait, you know the best part? They smashed my uncle's windows and didn't even steal anything. They were doing it for fun. I mean, sure, I guess that's fun.
So you can't fight and you're boring. Got it.
Go to a freaking rage room.
Like,
at
do
that
something.
point.
You probably can't even afford it. You're robbing people, or he didn't even rob.
All right, let's jump into.
We love you guys
Yes.
always. I guess we should, and that's another thing, just real quick about situations like that. They make me always think that like really grateful to not have that experience.
And
like
you never know what
anything could happen.
holds,
No,
so
not at all.
we appreciate you guys and we love you all and we pray for all of your safety and.
But if you pray to my downfall, this doesn't include you. Get well soon.
Get well soon.
Welcome to our anonymous submission segment called Message in a Bottle. As you guys know, if you don't know, we changed it up. We used to have like the Reddit, the Facebook group, all that other stuff, but we just put it into one simple forum and you guys are loving it. Oh, at the bottom, there's the thing that says we love to hear feedback as well. People have been leaving us love letters.
Aww,
Yeah,
that's
really cute. Some of them are funny. I briefly read through them just to see like when they were coming in. But yeah, we have 7 to do.
Yeah.
So
all right,
buckle up, you guys.
Let's dive in.
All right, go ahead. You can go first.
Without getting too specific, has there ever been times where a dude liked you and y'all missed it? Or do y'all just always know? I think guys are more known for being clueless when it comes to that. How you could give them hints, and a lot of them don't even come close to picking up on it.
I can always tell when someone wants to smash.
Yes.
I can always tell when you're giving me like you want to hook up.
Yeah.
100%. I also think that that's comes from like not believing that you would be liked by somebody.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I don't go around sitting there like, yes, everybody loves me. Yes, everybody like has a crush on me.
Yeah.
So like, no. And honestly, like people scare me. So I like to stick to myself. You guys have traumatized me enough. I said this to you. The lady that just won the Olympic gold medal or won a gold medal at the Olympics, her boyfriend set her on fire. She died a couple of days later. Like,
ew.
Come on. When men.
I don't always know when a guy likes me.
I also do think though, like, can we all just start saying it?
Yeah. Like, and
put the pride aside.
My suggestion to you is just be like, you want to go out on a date? I know that's very hard. I could not imagine.
No, please do it. I say this all the time.
Like, but just do it.
Just do it. Please.
And
you'll get a better response than, can I get your snap?
Oh my God.
I will literally gag right now. No.
Yeah.
I hate Snapchat.
Just be like, you want to go on a date? If they say no, okay, move on. Don't waste your time with them.
Yeah, if he can't even take you out on a date, sorry, I'm like literally rebraiding my hair. If he can't take you out on a date, then what do you think your life's about to be for the next couple of months?
Yeah, like,
you think he's gonna get in a relationship with you if he won't even take you out on a date to get to know you? No, honey, he's gonna clap and then he's out. Or he'll just come to you whenever he's bored. Hard truth, hard lesson, but if he I could not emphasize that saying enough. If he wanted to, did you see the man that just ran from San Francisco to LA for his girlfriend or something? It took him 38 hours.
I saw something about someone running for their dad that died of cancer.
No, some man just ran across
the country, across the state.
Yeah, to see his girlfriend.
That's adorable.
If he, I promise you, if he wanted to, he would.
Yeah.
They always will. They always will if they want to.
Yes.
If he doesn't, he simply does not want to. And if
Yeah.
your man or whatever isn't doing things for you, he does not like you.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Well, okay, that's mean. Not that he doesn't like you, but there's something lacking in his emotional field and feelings.
And he has
you.
things that he needs to work on.
100%.
Self something.
And communication too. Like, please just say you don't want to be with me. Just boom, goodbye, okay. Because, like, you should be going out on dates and you should, communication, things like that. We're getting off topic with this, but I think 50-50. Sometimes you know, sometimes you don't know.
And if you don't know, ask them out on the date. That's all right. Okay.
And if they say no, boop,
say bye.
Now you know.
Yeah.
If you know. What's that thing? If you know the words to this song.
Yeah,
that thing or whatever. I don't know why I just came into my head. Whoever had sent that in had left us a message below as well, and they said, I try not to judge anyone or make assumptions. Good, because making assumptions will make an ass out of you. But from a distance, you all seem like sweet and down-to-earth young ladies. Aww. Insert heart hand emoji. I feel like, is this like an older person?
I don't know, but that's so cute.
Insert heart. Oh, Angelina hates when I do that.
Yeah, I did this one.
We love you. Thank you very much for that.
Yes, thank you. Love you.
All right. I remember watching a TikTok video of you, Tyler Kidd, talking about how you dropped out. Yes, it did. I dropped out of WVU. Okay, now you have my attention. I remember watching a TikTok video of you, me, talking about how you dropped out of college. My question is, if that the fight never happened and you had graduated college, do you think you wouldn't have discovered your passion for TikTok, beauty tutorials, and so on? I'm sure you would have been successful either way, but do you ever wonder what would have happened had you stayed in school? I also heard you say in the second to last episode of season 1 and on a TikTok video that you have a big forehead. No, you don't. I do have a little bit of a noggin, but it's all right. Thank you for that last part. So this is somebody who obviously watches my TikToks, and whoever this is, like, thank you, first of all, for following that long enough on my social media platforms that you know about me dropping out of WVU, why I dropped out of WVU, episodes, second to last, like you're name dropping when you saw something. So much love to you for tuning in, fully like that. I always say, okay, so I wish I did stay in college the same way that I wish I would have not been depressed in high school. Like, I wish that I took up all the opportunities in high school and college, so just like school in general, because there are a lot of opportunities in school.
Yeah.
WVU, I say hands down, even though I went from like August to October.
Yeah.
Best time of my fucking life. Like, my roommate, she's flying in 2 weeks from now. So, like, me and my roommate are close. We've never fought. I have Sydney. I have Kay. Like, I've made so many friends that I still talk to. Like, Jordan. I literally talk to all of them. Like, it gave me the best group of people. Football there was fucking beautiful. Like, oh my God, it was amazing. The classes, the school, like, it really was a fun time. You can go to all the bars and clubs at 18. Like, it was amazing. But I would have did like 4 years there on something that, like, I didn't have a passion. I didn't even, if you asked me where do you see yourself in 5 years, I would have said dead my freshman year of college. Like, there was nothing. I was simply floating for like the freshman year, and that's why I think like my great experiences come from the people and the place, not necessarily the fact that I went to college. But I don't regret dropping out, because that is what led me to finding myself and finding what I wanted to do, being forced to constantly ask myself, what am I doing? What do I want to do? Because, I mean, everybody around you is going to ask you over and over again. And nowadays people are getting a little bit, like, more understanding that, like, you don't have to go to college. So, but I think, like, when we were, that was, like, what, 6 years ago? That's disgusting. I don't regret it at all. Like, absolutely at all. It gave me everything I needed. And if I would have stayed for 4 years, who knows? I could be pregnant. Like, I could have still dropped out. I could have went homeless in Morgantown. Like, the fight was so dramatic, it just brought me right back home. And, like, shout out for you for knowing that story time. That is a crazy story time.
Sometimes I feel like I don't belong. Oh, this is a good one for me. sometimes I feel like I don't belong with my age group. People my age prioritize drinking, clubbing, blacking out, etc. And I don't like the person I am when I drink, so I try to avoid it. I feel
Peer pressure?
peer pressure attending events and start drinking and then regret it immediately after. I love my friends and I try to set boundaries, but they always say things like, "You're only young once," or "You'll regret it." But I don't feel that way. I like living slow and calm and with my head on straight. Sometimes I'm not sure if I should find new friends or keep to myself and still stay in contact. What would you both do?
I don't like clubbing either. I like bars and like restaurants. It's okay. So I don't think you have to cut your friends off. As
No.
long as your friends aren't like treating you in like a mean, malicious way because you're different than
Yeah.
what they want to do. Your friends are right. You only live once. But it's not that you're going to regret it later. And there's different, like, some people don't like to drink. You can go out without drinking.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing a dry September right now before the game show. I went out for Labor Day and stuff like that. I just didn't drink. I was around people drinking. Like, it's fine. Like, it's up to you. And also, I agree. Like, I feel like shit after I drink.
Yeah.
Who wants to feel hungover?
I understand why you think you may not belong in your age group because drinking is such like a big thing. And people feel like they have to that's the way of socializing. But I wouldn't try not to feel peer pressured. They're probably still good friends at the end of the day. If they're being assholes, like Tyler said, about you not drinking, then that's just fucked up. I think personally, if they distance themselves from you just because you're not drinking, that's also
I think
a little
also
weird.
just you could also say communication's a really big thing.
Yeah.
Saying to your friends the next time it happens, like, I don't like that that's your response when I'm telling you that I don't like to drink. I understand I only live once. I mean, yeah, like, you only are young once.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to be intoxicated, like, while we're doing this, and that. And if their response is not supportive of it or, like, understanding that you don't like the jokes made about how you feel about it, whatever, then, yeah, you should probably find new friends.
Yeah.
You also you don't have to cut or, like, burn bridges when you outgrow a friendship.
People, yeah.
But you should take time to find people that are, like, similar in interest like you. So,
Yeah.
like, if you like going out painting or you like to take whatever it is that you like to do outside of drinking and clubbing, like, those are the people that you should really want to keep close on your circle.
And you don't need to go out with your friends and it just be only for when you're going out to a bar. Like, I mean, me and Tyler get coffee together. Like, we do other things in the morning.
And if your friends can't do that, though, then also
they're not.
you need a bigger, not a bigger friend group, but you need more friends.
Yeah.
But no, and also don't put yourself in a little box of what you're like, oh, I'm this age, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, like, at 21, at whatever. You can do whatever the fuck you want at any age. If you don't want to drink until you're 50, don't drink until you're 50.
And also don't be a follower, I guess you could say.
No, definitely don't be a follower. If you don't want to do something, I always say this all the time. I used to do so many things for people and like all that other stuff that I didn't want to. If I don't want to go, I'm not going. And if I don't want to do something, I'm not doing it. You can call me selfish, entitled, whatever. It is my life. I saw something in one of my self-help podcasts yesterday that said, that's not my task to take on. It's not my task. You don't want to go out drinking? That's not for you to go do. Like, you're not
Have a different hobby.
I feel like that's very common too.
Yeah.
That anonymous submission.
Should we do the crazy one?
All right, so we're going to dive into our exclusive anonymous submission for today's episode.
Yes.
This is going to be over on our Patreon, so you can head over there. It's linked in our bios. It's like $5 a month, which is like 10 penny. Who freaking knows? It's cheap, it's affordable, and you get exclusive, unseen, uncut footage from every episode 4 times or 5, depending on the month. You get them every Sunday. So you're getting 4 to 5 extra videos a month.
Yeah.
And you're supporting us do our thing, do our big one. Do you want to see us on tour or not? So here it goes. People talk about red flags and turnoffs a lot. Would it be a turnoff if your boyfriend? And thank you to everybody else who's been sending in submissions.
Yes.
We now have a couple more to do, so we'll be doing that throughout the new episodes.
And
but
please keep adding more. Like, these are just getting juicier. We got so many. we thought we could do all of them. I knew we wouldn't be able to because
there is so many, but there's like ones that say like keep up the amazing work. I would want to see 2 episodes a week, but I know that's very demanding. Like just like such positive things. We love you guys so much.
Yes.
I'm glad you want to hear us like give our input on things. And like give our advice, stuff like that. So keep sending in the submissions. And you guys have like, if you're not following us on your socials, you are about to miss out over the next couple of months. And let me tell you why. Merch, football, mini mic. Oh, beer. I guess when this comes out, we'll start to be talking about it. We are coming out with the mini mic series. We're miking up.
We're miking the
and we're going to the trenches of Philadelphia, tailgating.
Let's fucking go, Birds.
Woo woo! They played today.
I know.
In Brazil. Crazy.
Remember when we said we were gonna do a mic up series on this?
Yeah, we were so confused reading the schedule when we were like planning
because
our mic
I
up.
know
football's not on Fridays.
And Tyler's like, no, it is, and I was like, dude, they don't freaking.
No, it's like against the law. You
like,
looked it up. It was like, or not against the law, but it like they don't do it on Fridays.
They don't do it. I was like, there's no way Philadelphia is doing a fucking Eagles game on a Friday night. No. Like you're out of your.
And then she texted me because they're in Brazil.
Yeah, and I was like, they're in Brazil.
Makes sense, but yeah, we. I'm so excited.
So excited.
We just placed our sample orders yesterday doing the merch. I think I'm going to tweak up the guys just a little bit. Something about the one logo's not my favorite, but you guys are going to love. And as always, head over to Patreon to check out that exclusive submission.
Yes.
That was juicy.
Juicy.
Because you got me fucked up and send us the name.
Red fucking flag. We have an investigation coming for you guys, hopefully.
Yeah, and whoever that is, if that person does send us your name, you're done.
Yeah, you're done.
You're done.
That person is done.
Yeah.
We're unraveling everything about you.
Your deepest, darkest secrets are no longer yours.
Coming to surface.
Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Get Well Soon podcast. Get well.
We'll get you well.
No, we're probably gonna make that person unwell because they're about to dig up their. But we're for the.
Yeah, but for the better.
And for the girl, for the girlfriend. So we are for
making her well.
For this one, we are for the girls. We are for the girls. Girls. But yeah, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys on next Sunday. Am I forgetting anything? I feel like we're Peak and Pit. I was like, something's not right here. Okay. My peak is coming to work in pajamas.
I know.
It feels like going to school. When I was on my way to my car, I was like, this is like what it was like going to school with your pajamas on. Like,
yeah.
It just, cozy. I slept in this. I woke up. My hair's in a braid. I did my makeup driving here because I didn't do it. I was awake.
Well, I was in so much back pain. I don't know what's going on. I think I need to go to the chiropractor.
You think you slept weird?
No, after I worked last night, I was just...
It also could be you haven't,
No.
That job? You don't think?
No. I was having weird cramping. I thought it was cramps because I never get cramps, in my back area.
Okay.
And then I realized during work, I was like, this is bad. It feels and I can take pain very well. And I was like, this is very uncomfortable.
So Angelina's getting old.
Shut the fuck up.
Aren't you older than me?
How old are you?
No, I think I'm older than you.
Yeah.
Period. I'm the big older sibling. I love older sibling vibes. You listen to me.
Okay, slow it down.
She's a mother, doesn't count. Doesn't count at
I have
all.
a kid.
Yeah, that doesn't. Once you have a kid, I feel like you can't tell them shit.
Nah.
So, yeah, that was my peak. And I actually am going down to Hens and Honey coffee shop when we leave here to go and do a review that everybody's been screaming at me I'm going to love. And I'm going with my friend Miranda, who I haven't seen in a little bit. So, I'm excited about that. And then my pit. My sleep schedule, yeah. There's other things in my life that were kind of that are so good right now. Literally so many. Honestly, my sleep schedule is the only thing that I'm truly really need to work on right now. Because if I sleep and I have better time management, I won't be late to places. So, I was here before you this morning.
No, I know. I'm not talking about that.
Oh, I was like, I tried, but we both
were late.
Late as fuck. I left my house at the time we said we were going to be here. But if I was because I was in and out of sleep. So like I didn't hear, whenever I'm like in and out, you would think that I would hear my alarm. So like whatever, I
Yeah.
don't. So I like just had woken up at like 5:50, and then you texted me like a couple minutes later, and I was like, yeah, I'm up, but I just like really quickly like took off my bonnet, my acne patches, I made the coffee, whatever. I was already in my PJs, so I did my makeup, driving, did like my concealer. I was like, whatever, but I meant just my sleep schedule. I just got to get that under control, and
If
then
you had a good sleep schedule,
I'd be unstoppable.
you'll be unstoppable.
I
I don't
know.
know what you're doing.
I need to talk to.
I want to smack you
Well,
sometimes.
I can't. There's always something to be done. Like, I can't. There's not enough time in the day.
Didn't you just do your manifestation board?
Yeah.
Did you put sleep schedule on there?
No. I put work, money, traveling, apartment. I'm not going to get an apartment sleeping.
Okay. She makes me really mad. Sleep is the most important thing
I know.
for a human's body.
8 hours a day. That's what
Like
I want.
6 to 8.
Oh, I want 8. That's my goal. My goal is 10 to 6. 10 to 6, yes.
Then do 7 because you need to give yourself some slack.
I was getting weird notifications.
I don't like peak and pit because I'm in.
No, you don't like peek and pit because you have a negative look on life.
Okay, I'm trying to be better.
That's fine. First step.
My peak is fucking football is back. Not
See?
even football, fucking Eagles. I love, like, it's just a good
Oh,
vibe.
I love football even when the Eagles aren't on. I'll watch all day long. I will watch football all day long, every team. You don't like the vibes.
I like the vibes. I
Yes.
like the vibes.
You don't have to be sitting there screaming
Yeah.
for the teams. No,
Like,
but like
I can't
they're
stand
running
when
on
I'm
the TV.
talking to my boyfriend and he's not listening to me when I'm trying to talk, or he forgets that we have a little toddler running around too because the goddamn
No,
leaves
it doesn't matter. It's football season. Everything goes out the window.
I'll smack
No,
you.
no, I'm saying that's what he says.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's how it is. It's football season.
It's football season.
I was like,
I
why?
thought you were agreeing with them.
No, I was like, why did she just look at me like that? Like, no, like it's football season. Everything.
When
is
the
out
birds
window.
are on, fine. Savannah, I don't even know what.
Defend for yourself,
Yeah.
honey. Good luck.
Run around the house like a crazy person because my daughter won't sit in front of TV and watch
No,
anything.
not at all.
So yeah, but the fucking birds are back, and we have bird series coming your way. So that's my peak. My pit is,
How was work last night? How was your new job last night?
it was good. That's not my pit. It was just good.
But you thinking about something that was yay or nay just made me think to ask you how.
Oh yeah, it was good.
That's good. All right, what's your pit?
My pit.
I'm about to pee myself.
Do I have to say one?
No.
Okay. Pit is just pit.
Eat shit, pit. That's from WBU. Wait. I don't remember how it goes, but it was this song that where they say like Sweet Caroline, eat shit, pit. That was a WVU one. So we're going back to the old days. All right, you guys. Me and Angelina are about to freaking pee ourselves, and we have to do little. And then Angelina has to, and then da-da-da, and then me, I'm just gonna go and da-da-da for my day, and then tonight at 8 p.m.
8:15.
The birds are playing.
Rumble. I gotta be up at 4:45 though, so that's just 6.
I probably just won't be asleep at all. All right, we love you guys as
Love
always.
you.
Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.